That way we can actually get the good stuff. Welcome everybody back to another episode of Dried Blood. This is episode, what is this one, 11? I think we're
A
like
lot.
at 11-ish.
More than 4.
I don't know numbers.
Yeah.
Episode 11. But we're here with Dag, Dead Aussie Gamer. We're here with Kyle Calrissian, Kyle, Frigidoom versus Atlas, the mechanical machine marauders. I don't know. There's a lot of M words there. I could have chosen a lot of better words there. But so that was a weird one. Nobody died, but still had a winner because now you live inside of his chest, at least for now.
For now.
But doesn't Frigidoom live inside all of us?
No, he doesn't.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Frigidoom is all of the food that you've eaten that you knew you shouldn't have and makes your tummy upset.
Oh,
That's
then Frigidoom definitely lives inside of her.
This feels like a personal attack all of a sudden. Listen, I just make sure if there's food in the fridge, I eat it, okay? All the extra stuff growing just gives me more to eat.
You're right.
And
It's all
water.
seasoning. It's flavor.
Yes, I will become stronger because of it. That's what I know.
That's Frigidoom.
Yeah.
So to Dag's point, yes, Atlas is correct. There is a piece of Frigidoom inside of me. I've been eating Frigidoom.
I mean, technically, Thea was covered in Frigidoom without suffering from any.
And Frigidoom
radiation.
had a little bit of. Yeah, and Frigidoom had a little, Thea inside of Frigidoom as well.
Yeah, we had a little bit of an alien moment where it kind of came through.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. Yeah.
But I want to say, for the two of you, there was a lot of compatibility in building this story. Like, I love how well the two of you reacted. And of course, it led to this ending where you gave like this connection of we're on the same page. I want to see you go to this next level. And I'm like, yes, I want to follow you through this. What was it like in bringing in this very opposing side and still battling it all the way out to such very low HP for both of you? Both of you very early on were dangling on live threads, and to still build such a creative bond. Feel free to whoever wants to hop in first on this, because I think it was absolutely fascinating how well the two of you played off, and you've never played a game together before.
No, Dag, do you want to go off?
Oh, yeah. So I think for me, whenever I meet a new person, especially role playing and stuff like that, I consider myself to be one of those people who can very quickly adapt to the style that they have. And when Kyle started off the match with that whole like camaraderie with the the mechanical creatures and beings, and then I threw out the compliment in the very, very early round. And the way that you kind of took that as like, I've never been complimented, people call me gross, you lent into that like friendship thing so hard. And then we did that whole no damage hug round, that I think that for me was what set the tone almost immediately. It was that sense of like, that, we don't have to be fighting tooth and nail to like defeat each other. This is just two people who don't have an understanding of what friendship is, exploring the notion of friendship in very violent ways, which I thought was brilliant. It was just so creative, and so much of that came from, again, what Kyle was doing, at least from my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and likewise, so I've never played a game with Dag before, and as soon as you gave me the compliment, I was like, oh wait, hang on, let's play with this. Let's play with this idea of a very logical automaton and this mutant monster mash building a connection on a battlefield and exploring the often messy nuances of friendship. Like, you'll have good moments and you'll have bad moments. But in the end, it kind of works out, even if, one of you's stuck in a bottle now, or one of you might be, cast into chaos for the rest of your life. It was I think exploring that storyline, especially with the soda, the double sun cola was what set it over the edge for me. As soon as you went full super mode, I was like, oh, that's it. The soda's gotta mix in, and that massive damage attack, by the way. Yeah, I was like, we got to give Frigidoom a new self, so he's got to be rad now because he's feeling overjoyed. and Atlas is like super rad. So we got to keep this like bro force moment going. We have to.
Yeah.
The full commitment. In a weird way, this old adage pairs so much better for the two of you as iron sharpens iron, so one friend sharpens another.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
These two metal individuals just really figuring out, what does friendship mean? How do we become true selves of our own? I loved it. Dag, don't let me cut you off.
No, that's okay. You know, the speaking on the friendship thing, you know, what was really funny as well is that really big hit. So Atlas's signature move is called the best defense, which is the best defense is the best offense. He literally shaves off his hit points to add a static bonus to his attack, which means to hurt his friend, he has to hurt himself. And that I think was kind of cute. You know, you're right. We did explore a lot of elements of like a genuine friendship in a very weird way.
we had a couple of big moments. That big hit there. I'm trying to remember if we've had a bigger hit on the show this season. I think a few people have attempted to do some multi-stacking and failed spectacularly. But I think this might have been the first one that actually was successful. So a 9-point hit was fucking huge. Especially in our game when you know, and you guys had the same stats. You both started at 18. You both had a 3 defense, so it really felt like a tanky back and forth battle because it was just hard to hit. So that was a big hit. And then I think this is the first time that anybody's done a permanent status effect. It's the optional rule where if you use all 3 of your status effects at one time, that you can apply a permanent status effect. So I don't think that anyone's ever done that. And then I guess nobody really still has because you used it in a way to heal your opponent rather than hurt. So that was also a first, and that might have to be a new rule now that you can sacrifice your health to heal your opponent. So that might have just done a brand new rules tonight too. So let's see. So it's all very interesting.
On one hand, I wasn't sure if I really wasn't sure how to levy that, because the whole thing about Frigidoom with like his signature move, it's called self-patented cleaning cycle. And because he's supposed to be this like super cool fridge of the future that's absolutely like mutated and irradiated, you know, he gets his status effect back because he's cleaning himself, but really he's making things messier for other people. So I was like, all right, well, if I have all of this like super cola supercharged power, all right, I'll purge it all. And then is it something that I could give to Atlas? Like, is it a way to, could you heal somebody but poison them, right? Almost like an over caffeination. So wasn't sure how to work it out. It was super poetic in the moment. But yeah, maybe we now have got a tag team rule there. You can give health to heal other people.
Yeah, I think that'll definitely be I think something that we look at mechanically. It just hasn't come up yet. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the good thing about the system is that it's kind of bare bones, so we can just add as things become relevant. But that was quite a. I didn't know. At no point did I know where that one was going. That just kind of like it just went all sorts of different ways in terms of like the damage. I thought it was going to end way faster, and then you heal and like because at halftime you were. I think Kyle, you had 4 and Dag had like 8. So I think at that point, like we were like, oh, this might wrap up pretty quick. So, what was your strategy coming back in second half, Dag? As you come back in, you just landed this massive hit. What's your game plan from that point?
So as a player, my game plan is don't finish off too quickly. So I was literally going to be starting to do some rad tricks. Like I was going to see if the box had a skateboard or something, so I could do some like sick flips. And maybe put like a status on instead of like making full on attacks, just like, you know, just challenge Frigidoom to like kickflip battles, or, you know, just stupid 90s stuff. But once that healing went off, I was like, oh, okay, cool. We can like still play the wrestling thing a little bit more. And I really wanted to do that whole like face heel kind of feel, you know what I mean? Like the frenemy rival thing. So yeah, I mean, I used to watch a lot of wrestling growing up, you know, back in the day. and I lent on a lot of stuff from those eras for when I came back, and I was just like, you know what, Atlas doesn't get to often be like this, so let's lean so hard into it, because Atlas was built simply to like wear hits, basically try to outlive people and then try to hit that big one-off hit, which when I did the fight with what was the character's name for the double sun caller that I fought? It was
Killy Yesman.
Yes.
Killy Yesman. So Killy Yesman, who was the salesperson for the Double Sun Caller, I think I did burn through all 3 status effects and 2 power-ups and a heroic surge and my signature move, and I missed. I think I remember whiffing so hard, and I was just like,
it was our very first deathmatch of the season too, and so it was like huge hype. Everyone was excited.
Oh yeah, it was so good, and so coming back for a second time, learning a lot of what I've done. Also having watched Kyle's previous deathmatch as well, kind of gave me a little bit of insight into like, okay, cool, what do I want to do this time? And it was more fun. It was more, like second round especially, I was just like, cool, let's embrace all the silly chaos that is D20 Deathmatch.
100%.
It was definitely silly, and it was awesome. I always like these ones when I'm just like absurdity. That's my favorite episodes. I think when they're just ridiculous, and this one went like way off the rails. So I like that. But we're getting a little long here, so let's wrap this thing up. We usually, as you guys know, end with the final words or quote or something from your character. Frigidoom, Kyle, from inside the chest of Atlas, any final words?
Oh wait, no, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Hang on, nope, we lost it. Pour one out for your homies. Pour one out for your homies.
Right. Recommended to do it outside so you don't have to clean up the mess.
Right. Outside.
Yeah.
Outside.
All right. Atlas, Dag, any final words for the Acolytes as the champion?
Friendship is unbreakable.
I'm going to put both of these on shirts. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's great advice. You guys heard it here. We'll see you all in the next D20 Deathmatch.